In Big Hop's, movement is not just motion, but expression. A symphony of leaps, tongue swings, and inventive traversal that rewrites what a 3D platformer can be. You embody a frog named Hop, whose journey home becomes a labyrinthian adventure across deserts, oceans, and jagged mountains, where every surface is a possibility and every trajectory a chance to craft your own path forward. The way the game uses wild veggie tools like mushrooms that spring you skyward or vines that lace walls into climbable structures makes exploring feel like inventing your own controls as you go. There's real purpose in these playful systems. No two routes are the same. No single tactic ever feels compulsory. Hop's tongue isn't just a gimmick, it's his way of shaping the world. Whether pulling levers from across abysses, hookshotting into new perspectives, or snagging distant platforms with a click of your reflexes, every mechanical choice nudges you toward a creative interpretation of platforming, where the terrain isn't just an obstacle but a collaborator in discovery. And beneath the joy of movement lies a story of belonging, a kidnapped hero searching for home, piecing together parts of an airship while confronting unsettling questions about purpose and agency. Even in a game this buoyant and kinetic, you catch glimmers of something deeper, what returning home actually means when the world keeps asking you to leap farther than you thought possible. Cairn treats climbing not as a hurdle but as a meditation, a visceral conversation between player and mountain. Every handhold and foothold demands negotiation. Your balance, effort, posture, and nerve all matter as you ascend. Rather than a linear gauntlet, Cairn's vertical terrain invites improvisation. Read the rock face, plan your path, and let intuition meet challenge. The freedom to craft your own route up Mount Tenzin makes each ascent a personal journey. The mountain doesn't merely block you, it beckons you to explore, daring you to read its contours, harvest its secrets, and discover alcoves or hidden passages that seem placed just for the diligent. More than a test of reflexes, Cairn becomes a reflection on perseverance. Repeated attempts, falls, and triumphs don't just mark progress up a mountain, they echo the way we confront real challenges. Step by careful step, breath by patient breath. It's this emotional cadence that sets Cairn apart. A climbing game that feels like an intimate ode to tenacity. Kejora carries a gentle but persistent mystery in every hand-drawn frame. It places you in a village stuck in a looping day, where you and your companions must solve environmental puzzles to break the cycle and confront these strange forces at work. Two supporting characters aren't just helpers, they are extensions of your problem-solving toolkit, each with abilities that reveal new paths through obstacles or traps. Each level feels like a storybook page unfolding, and the artful visuals heighten every moment with a warm, illustrated charm. There's an underlying feeling that even in a cursed time loop, hope and companionship are the keys to unraveling whatever binds the village's fate. In Mio, Memories in Orbit, exploration becomes a kind of memory dance as you guide an agile robot through an overgrown Ark spaceship, piecing together echoes of the past while navigating lush vegetation and derelict machinery. The halls of the vessel are both playground and repository of forgotten logs and ghostly data, inviting you to uncover their stories with every leap. Glowing vines, creaking conduits, and collapsed corridors all whisper the lives once lived here. Each segment of environment feels alive, breathing through its textures and atmosphere. Mio radiates a poetic rhythm in how it connects movement to memory. Every accessible nook offers not just a secret but a resonance, a chance to feel the lingering shadows of an arc that once carried hope across the void. In Craftlings, you oversee a lively cluster of tiny workers whose name is also their identity. These eager automatons are the heart of every challenge you face. The game blends resource management, task assignment, and settlement building into a strategic tapestry that calls back to the classics of old while adding its own modern stress-soothing rhythm. You're not just issuing orders, you're learning to orchestrate a bustling production line, where every craftling has a purpose and every decision ripples through the biomes you inhabit. Each level unfolds as a distinct puzzle of logistics and survival, where harvesting, building, and optimizing production chains becomes a satisfying loop of tactical choices. Whether you're shifting roles between miners, lumberjacks, and warriors, or refining your settlement's layout to be more efficient, Craftlings rewards patience and ingenuity in equal measure. Beneath its art style lies a game about systems, flow, and the beauty of a well-oiled machine. The game marries thoughtful planning with tangible visual progress in a way that feels both nostalgic and fresh. Escape from Ever After takes the RPG template and blends it into an imaginative storybook fantasy and corporate satire, weaving a narrative where fairy tale heroes are forced into cubicles and coffee breaks by a greedy mega corporation. Inspired by the spirit of Paper Mario, it brims with colorful powerful characters, and environments where the laws of narrative are as flexible as the jokes that underpin the world. At its heart, the game pairs snappy turn-based combat with perfectly timed action commands that give each battle a satisfying punch, ensuring that encounters remain lively rather than repetitive. You'll assemble a party of uniquely skilled companions, customize abilities with badges and items, and dive into everything from noir mysteries to Lovecraftian horror, all while navigating both whimsical worlds and aggressive business tactics turned monstrous. It's a game that doesn't just poke fun at capitalism, but celebrates creativity, forging unexpected alliances, and the sheer joy of storytelling that refuses to stay in its lane. The ninth Charnel drops you into a first-person psychological survival horror where dread hangs like fog over every corner of a mysterious valley. With stealth, exploration, and resource management tightly interwoven, survival becomes a careful negotiation between curiosity and caution as you navigate crumbling corridors and sinister landscapes that feel alive with unseen threats. Character is at the core of the experience. You're not a blank avatar, but a part of a group of scientists whose backstories and motivations shape how you perceive every tension-filled moment. The game balances stealth with combat, forcing you to decide when to hide, when to scavenge for supplies, and when to fight back against horrors that blur the line between external threat and inner fear. The world isn't just frightening, it's meaningful, layered with lore and evolving threats that push you to think as much as to react. Every shadow whispers, every puzzle teases, and every choice carries consequence, making survival horror not just about endurance, but about understanding the terror that surrounds you.